show. I'm here with Shepherd of Occupy the Dream. And you can hear things starting to kick it off in the background. Why don't you tell us, gosh, what, you know, where did this brainchild come from? Where was the origin of this idea? What, you know, the driving force behind it for you?
Well, I think it really started with sort of an epiphany, if you will. Like well, not necessarily epiphany, but Justin James Bridges, it all kind of began that way. After his fault with the police department when they took him down, and after Justin James Bridges had his incident and his run-in with the police department of Portland, I felt that with the other actions that happened, with the other occupier that was in Oakland,
Yes.
Which was
Scott. Oh my gosh,
Scott Olson.
Thank you, Scott Olson.
Scott Olson, thank you.
A two-time Iraqi war veteran.
Right, Scott Olson, and I felt that there was such solidarity with that action that when we had that happen to our city, I felt that it was necessary to do an event for him. And in retrospect, to like do a morale event as well with that, and then have music and live streaming. And it originally started this way, and we were going to be outside and doing an event in the park, but then as time went by, things started moving on, and then getting a hold of, you know, people who wanted to actually be and contribute by the time and the essence of the energy to make something happen. Ended up moving on like another month later, and then I was like, oh, we should do it in January. I met another person I'm going to be working more with, Greg of Forward Thinking, and he had the idea of doing an event on Martin Luther King Jr. Day because he felt that this would be a good day to do something to bring people together and be a free event. So we started combining ideas, and then we found like the working group Occupy the Dream currently, and I found camaraderie with these folk and with the ideas that I had to help out with the movement, as well as create like just something special for us all to enjoy, and as well to give something beneficially, you know, without, you know, that sense of person, more of a sense of love. So,
That's so wonderful. I'm really proud of everything that, you know, the way you worked. If you ever don't know, but this guy's worked really, really hard. I can't believe you've slept much at all in the last month and a half. I mean, you know, talking about Dr. King, and I spent time talking to my kids every Martin Luther King Day. You know, we talk about what they feel like his message was, and how they feel like it applies to their life now. So I would ask you the same question. I mean, you know, what have you taken away from the you know, the amazing gifts that Dr. King has given us, and the guidance, and the not, you know, there's so much, right? What can you take away and say that really inspired you, or, you know, that relates to his work?
So how do I feel about Dr. King's work?
Yeah, anything. How do you feel about it? How has it inspired you? You know, pick one.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know, in theory, it was just the idea of people coming together as one, and just that intention where it didn't matter what race, creed, color, gender you were, and that this is something that brings us together in solidarity in peaceful protest. And I feel that is also a really important message of Dr. King, and he also spoke a lot for the injustice of, you know, the economic struggle and the system at B. And I think his work speaks miles, and some work isn't really as recognized, and as well for me, like doing this is like a learning pattern of myself, and you know, I feel that we need to strive as human beings to better ourselves and to listen to ourselves, and then, you know, from listening to others, and that we need to find ways to focus our, you know, our means together as one, and which is through inspired work of Dr. King.
Yeah.
I feel, and also, as you know, my family was of indigenous nature.
I didn't know that.
My mother is actually part Mescalero Apache.
Wow.
So with the struggle of like of Columbus and the 500-year already occupation, as it were, well, which is another side of the occupation that we all are aware of.
You gotta teach my kids about that.
Yeah, and I
that Columbus is not to be celebrated.
No.
They got in trouble at school arguing with the teacher about it. So.
Right, and I think that I feel that just the sense that we've celebrated that holiday for hundreds of years, 500 years, shamefully celebrating it as a national holiday, that I felt that what a better holiday to actually really be in observance of, which is Martin Luther King Jr. And I've felt that since my childhood, that he is well underwhelmed for how much representation should be around this holiday.
I agree.
You know, we all have our faults, but in the end, you know, what was it for? You know, it's about our intention, about who we are, where we come from, and what we want to give to the world.
Here's another Dr. King related question that if Dr. King was alive today,
Sure.
do you think that he would be supportive of Occupy and what we've accomplished and how we've accomplished it?
I feel so. I mean, his son, I feel that Dr. King would have been supportive to the movement, like you're saying, and maybe he would see it in other ways, in other lights, but there's a special video we're going to show tonight that our friend put together, and it's almost on point with the message statement of this 99%, and the whole movement of why this is happening worldwide. And I think he speaks a lot, you know, like, yes, he was one of the first occupiers. So, and that of peaceful nature.
And the peaceful, direct action. I think that, I mean, I know we've been tested. I know that there have been moments maybe where we could have done better. But I think overall, we've worked hard to channel that energy, right? Of Dr. King, Gandhi, and, all these great people that did this so much better, right?
Well, I think I feel like, sure, we could do things that are better, but, like some say that, we can only do our best, and that's what we put forward.
Exactly.
And we do our best, and then we can learn from what we need to do for the future to make it better.
Yeah, exactly.
So, versus like, we as humans have a constant way of I feel just, putting ourselves out all the time to not really achieve something that we are actually worth.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel through events, is that it's something that we can share with one another, is that we are art, we are people. We do make change through movement and music and sound. And, it's a way of tapping into the human subconscious, and to really rectify a lot of ourselves, to bring ourselves to the present and say, look, this is what I can do for the world, and and show it in full color.
And to heal together.
Yeah.
I mean, I see a lot of diversity out there, but the energy is nice. I mean, it's there's a lot of unity, and it feels good because sometimes people question, and there's all that, but I think you've done a great thing here tonight, bringing everybody together and reminding us what's important and where our focus needs to be and how much potential there is. Do you have anything in mind? Are you just too soon to think about another event, or is there is there wheels turning already? Or?
There actually is more events that I'm planning. I mean, I'm already talking to some people about doing some other events, as you're asking, for Black History Month.
That'd be great.
There are some people that we weren't able to recognize tonight, who were some people, I believe Otis and Aaron Campbell. These were two people who were shot over the last few years.
Wow.
By being black, as well as by gender, and it was also police brutality. You don't mind me saying.
No, good. Please be honest.
So we actually are going to have like a thing with him. He's going to come on stage, I think, a little later, maybe say something about
him. I'd love to meet him if he wants to talk.
Oh yeah, I'll introduce him then. But yeah, for the future, I've got this idea. It's a bit of another brainchild of mine, but this one is more something that we want to do in the future, like as far as the summer goes, and like a sense like an stock, if you will.
Oh, nice.
So we actually
Stock.
we have a venue that's of 3,000 people that we can fill.
Yes.
So
can you say where yet?
I really should.
Secret. Oh, we like secrets. We like secrets. So a surprise, an stock surprise.
Yeah. So we're working on it. I'm trying to talk to like a bit of the global revolution version of it. So there's some thoughts there, but if this doesn't happen, you know, I've been producing events for like 10 and 12 years, and you know, I look forward to doing more. I just love bringing people together. It's my passion.
Through music, it's united through music and sound and sight. I mean, it's a powerful medium, you know. Can we say here, sleep, please come play. What is it,
sleep. I was gonna say wake up, actually.
Like Stock, sleep. You could come play with that Shepherd. Get called Shepherd, Stock.
Yeah. So that'd be great. Yeah, they're beautiful.
See, Sage.
Well, we're
Jazeera X. I'm going to be interviewing Jazeera X at the PSU Youth Summit this time, beginning of next month.
Okay.
So he's going to be there from Strange Family Records. Have you heard the Build the Police song that Sage and Buddy Peace and I have to send it to you. It's an Occupy tribute.
Oh, beautiful.
From the guys at Strange Famous. So yeah, you can tell I'm a fan. Well, I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're busy. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody's having a good time. So we look forward to more of these.
If not, you'll find me somewhere in the circuits playing with music somewhere.
Do you have a WePay or something? Whereas I know that I think it's important to be able to cover your costs on these things. Do you have somewhere that people can send donations to help fund some more of these events?
Well, right now we're still working on that. You can email me at occupy2pac@gmail.com. That's like just a general email you can email if it's going to be directly related to these events, for doing morale events. You can contact me and just ask for Shepherd, and I will be in contact with you via email. I can set up. I'm working on setting up some of this that we pay for this group.
I know, yeah. And tell everybody what TUPAC stands for those that don't know.
It's the United Performing Arts Collective.
Yes, United Performing Arts Collective. So tupac@gmail.com if you're interested in
Tupac.
Yeah, if you're interested in helping out with the events, helping fund some of these great events for Occupy, or interested in performing, Yeah.
And there'll be further information on occupyportland.org for if things change, because this is an autonomous
under
collective.
TUPAC?
It'll be under TUPAC, depending how it works out.
Right.
So
very cool. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
See you later, guys. Bye.